In this video, I'm going to show you how to take some text or chunks of information, in this case a table, and create a quick part. Word calls these quick parts, and they're just reusable mini documents if you want to think of it that way. You can do images, text, paragraphs, anything that you store in a Word document, you can store to a quick part. And it makes it available to you from within any Word document or new document that you create. So here I have a table that I want to store into my quick part. What I want to do in order to do that is to select everything I want, which in this case is just a table, copy it, so I can right click and choose copy, or I can press Control C, and then I'm on the Insert tab, and I want to click Quick Parts. There are a number of options here, but what we want to do is save selection to Quick Part Gallery. This will open a dialog, and notice it took the first word, but I want to call this Pros and Cons Table because I want to use this as a starter table. I tend to create a lot of documents that use pros and cons and have notes, so that's what I decided I want to do. You can enter a description, and if you want to customize a category, you could certainly do that, but by default it will go in as general. And also note that it'll go into the buildingsblocks.docx, and it only inserts content. This can kind of throw you off. The options here are content in its own paragraph, content in its own page. I really haven't found a reason to have to use one of those. I'm sure a case exists, but I found that insert content only seems to work just fine. So I click OK. Now we're done. What I'll do is I'll save this document, and we will save it to desktop, and we'll just do pros. We'll save it to my temporary file folder. Now I'm going to delete this table. So I have, if I click anywhere inside this table, and I go to Layout, Delete, Table. This is the same in Word 2010. I'm doing this in Word 2013, but these functions are the same. Now I want to insert that quick part, right? So, maybe I'm doing a report, and in the report I have a summary, and I also want to insert that quick part because I want to list the pros and cons. So I go Insert, Quick Parts, and it lists it right here, and it gives me a little visual cue so I know exactly what it is. And I click here, and it automatically inserts it. Now let's say I created this quick part, but I didn't name it right. This has happened to me a number of times. I've used a lot of these in the past. You can go to Building Blocks Organizer and locate it. Remember, I named it Pros and Cons, so you don't have to worry about the gallery or remember the category as long as you have a good idea of what the name was. I can scroll down. I wish I could just type in the name of it, but it doesn't quite work that way. But here I've got Pros and Cons. It gives me a little snapshot. I can edit the properties and change it here. In this case, I'm not going to change it, but it shows you how to get there. So now I'll just click Close, and I am done.